Using your Euro nymph rod, you'll find that they're very versatile. And what I like to do is fish Euro-style jig streamers. The jig streamers are tied on a jig hook, and they're very versatile in the way you can fish them. They're designed to sink quickly with a big bead. If you're tying them at home, you should put a few wraps of lead around the hook because you want to stay in contact. This is where the term contact nymphing really makes sense. So when you're jigging your fly, you're lifting it up and lowering it. You want to stay in contact, and you want that streamer to be heavy enough that it keeps taut on your leader. If you just flick your rod tip up, that thing will fall and you won't be in contact, and it will be much like fishing for smallmouths where the fish will grab it and spit it out and you've had no idea they've even grabbed it. So if you are actually jigging it, you want to stay in contact, and that really works well. But the versatility comes in that in the same cast you can use different approaches. On the Oahe, for instance, where the big browns like to hug the shoreline, you cast over and you need to strip quickly to keep it out of the shallows, to keep it from hanging up. But then when you get to the deeper part of the river, then you can go to jigging it, you can kind of dead drift it, you can just do stripping like you would a regular streamer. So there's great versatility in how you fish these jig streamers. It has not been written, and some days you may find that they want it more dead drifted than jigged, and so you get to experiment and just have fun with it. One of the other things is that in the winter I like to fish these jig streamers, but using your standard Euro leader, which is very long and mono, many people just call it a mono rig, holding that monofilament with cold hands can be difficult. So what we've done to combat that is we have leaders that are designed just for fishing jig streamers in the winter. They're smaller, that way you get to handle the Euro fly lines, which are much thinner, but it's still a fly line, so it's much easier to handle when your hands are cold, and it's just very effective. I highly recommend you give Euro style streamers a try.